Well, shit.
You do you.
Hey, I'm doing me, and we gonna get through these next couple episodes. Well, shit. Damn, y'all been here this whole time. Welcome to the DWG podcast. Down with the Get Down with your host, Robel, and your host,
Derek. Actually,
what's up?
I was trying to look at a random name generator. Right?
Okay, you got an alias.
So we have a new name every time. I couldn't find one. They bring up first and last names. It's weird. It doesn't have like nicknames and stuff. In order to do a nickname, you got to do like a whole quiz. I'm not doing a quiz every time we get on a podcast.
Every time you go to the podcast, you got to do a quiz. Nah, we're gonna just put you in the corner somewhere.
Hey, if you want me to start having first and last names, I can do that because it has it on there.
Now, what we said, we established the other day because Wyra, he kept saying Hemi Neutron, and so we just stole it.
I mean, hey, Hemi Neutron, Hemi Turner.
Yeah, I'm Hemi Turner, and this is Hemi Neutron. We are him.
Yeah.
Shit, how you been doing, bro?
I'm good. I got a new job. That stuff is pretty cool, actually.
That's what's up. What's up. We love employed black men around these streets.
I don't like being unemployed.
Who does?
There are people.
No, you're right. There are
people that actually rock with being unemployed for some reason.
Bro, there be people living out of their cars, living like regular lives. Maybe,
but those people, they just don't have good money management, I feel. So they kind of got to do that until they can get a place.
I feel that.
And I mean, if you're dedicated to working enough to where you'll live out of your car so you can keep on working, you're pretty committed.
I mean, if you live in your car at any moment, I feel like living in your car is the most like humbling, but like you're about to be a go-getter for real because you got to pay for gas consistently.
Yeah.
In the time like this, living in your car.
unless you work out a deal with your work and they're like, yeah, you can just stay outside the job.
Bro, that's crazy. You should never be late.
Exactly.
You should never be late. You should always be on time.
And I feel like if you could stay outside and the one day you're late, automatically get fired.
See, I would work at a gym. I think that would be a smart idea because you have a shower.
Yeah. There are some people that work out of the car and then go work at a gym. There's also some people that work in their car and they live by the gym so they can just go in there and take a shower and then go out.
That makes sense.
And some like truck stops.
You be the cleanest like homeless person ever.
Cleanest hobo ever.
Cleanest hobo ever. Just in there, just like, bro, we see him all the time. He just be chilling, bro, vibing out.
Yeah.
Why are you at the club? Why are you at the club?
I can't manage my money, bro.
He was like, it's like, oh, bro, you going home? This is my home. Excuse me.
I live here. When y'all leave, I don't.
I get hella hoes. How are you doing this? Yeah. Why? They just in the car with it? Yeah. Take them home right afterwards. They give me gas, buddy.
That's how they got to manage it up, you know. It works for some people.
It does.
I can't do it though.
Nah.
You know, I get antsy sitting in my car going up to Nashville.
Bro, them drives, you just feel like your fucking like right ass cheek goes to sleep.
That don't happen to me.
I think it's because I have my wallet in my pants, and I was told not to do that no more. Not to have your wallet in your pants while you're driving. It throws off your stuff. One of my coworkers, he goes to the chiropractor a lot. Yeah. And he was like, his chiropractor was like, you have a lot of lower back pain because both of us are super flat footed. Mm-hmm. And he was like, take your wallet out of your back pocket and like sit there for a second. Do you feel a difference? I did that, and I was like, hold up now.
I do feel a difference when I try to, when I'm driving, to take it out and set it somewhere else because it does really make a difference because I need to get in alignment, honestly. I just don't know what chiropractor to go to because I don't want them to try to hurt me and then I got to fight somebody.
It's a trend. Like these niggas out here just like you see like the stuff they be doing to these people in these videos, nervous.
Well, I saw some... Because, that's like my ASMR type of thing. Yeah. Watching, like, chiropractor videos and, like, people cleaning horseshoes and stuff.
Not the horseshoe thing.
I like them, like, when they cut the nails and stuff like that. It's really, I don't know.
It's your guilty pleasure.
It's not a guilty pleasure. I'm telling y'all live on the internet.
Nah, I'm here for it.
I be subscribing to all of those people that do that. But anyways, they said that like when it cracks like super loud like that, like that's not, it's not necessarily like real. Like it's kind of like they try to put a mic as close as possible to them because like the pops aren't necessarily like that loud apparently. I mean, I feel like for some people, it is because like sometimes I pop like super loud, but like
it's pop my knuckles. Like sometimes, you get the little soft ones, you get the loud ones, but
when you watch those chiropractic videos, it's all of them being loud,
and it's great advertising.
Yeah,
because they're like, damn, like if somebody like the one that always gets me is the one when they tie the stuff around the neck,
pull.
I'll be like, yo, you just pull this dude's neck out of his socket.
I've seen where they do it and like the person's head comes out of it. And they're just laying there.
They're like, oh. Listen there. Oh. I'm like, did it feel good or are you in pain?
I feel like it's a little bit of both.
They're like, oh.
Yeah, I feel like a little bit of both. And then the other thing too is like a lot of people started watching them more once they started putting like attractive women in it. Because like,
everybody wants to see a thick bitch get cracked. You're like, oh, pull her. Oh, like, I mean, I'm not paying attention to the fact that she feels good. I'm paying attention to the fact the noises.
Yeah. So it's they started doing a lot of stuff like that, so it started making more people to watch and stuff like that.
Which makes it sketchy. Like when you say you want to get a alignment, you're like, damn, like I want to go to this one dude, but he's like in New York or something. Or
the one person that I want to do it, I think he lives in like California or something. See, like that's that. Dead. I can't even remember his. I'm trying to remember his YouTube channel because he be using a hammer and stuff.
You talking about the swole dude?
Yes,
with the beard and
yeah. Because he does it for like wrestlers.
I seen WWE ones.
Yeah, wrestlers, people that do like UFC and stuff like that, and he does it for like numerous other people.
Anytime I see like a fighter or like a WWE person or somebody just swole in general that comes in there, it looks like way more painful for them.
Yeah, because they don't get in alignment as much. So
it's like it causes
especially for people especially for people that do like WWE stuff. Mm-hmm. Like if you don't, because I know some of them talk about like they need a chiropractor like with them, like right after they do a thing because their body
right after jumping out the top rope. Bro. We go. I was like, speaking of top rope shit, did you see? Looking, what's that dude name? The Paul brother, Jake Paul. No, Logan.
Yeah,
that motherfucker is fantastic.
Yeah,
he made me almost want to get back into watching WWE off the strength of him.
Oh yeah, I forgot he does that now. Actually, I actually like Logan Paul.
I'm not mad at him no more.
I was never mad at Logan Paul.
Yeah, I wouldn't say
even when he did that sketchy stuff in Japan.
Somebody looking at the suicidal stuff in the suicide garden or whatever it was.
Yeah. Even that, I was just like, dang, like you're really stupid, but like it is what it is. Like I don't like Jake Paul. I don't like his brother at all.
Oh yeah,
but I do like Logan.
Logan, that dude, he's an athletic dude, bro.
He really is.
Fantastic.
Yeah, he seems like a pretty cool person too, because he does a lot of stuff with KSI now too, so they kind of have like a thing going. They have a whole brand. I want to try their drink. I think it's called Prime.
They got like a energy drink or something?
Yeah, I think it's called Prime, something like that. KSI, for whatever reason you're watching this, send me some Prime. I'll drink it on.
Send some Prime. We will promote it.
Exactly, I will do it.
We just drinking.
It just looks
all of a
good
sudden
to
we just
me.
get swole. We just.
Have you seen his new music video?
Nah.
Dude is swole, bro. Like
KSI is?
Yeah.
I believe it.
Well, because he does more boxing and stuff now, so he's really working.
He's in the heavyweight division now, isn't he? Is that what he's trying to be in?
I think so. I can't remember. But I watched one of his music videos that he did, and dude is
up there.
Yeah, he do. So
that's crazy. Good for him though. Good for him.
Absolutely. Yeah.
They came a long way.
Yeah, no, because I remember when I used to watch them at their parents' place doing stuff.
Yeah, that's funny.
And their dad
back in the Vine days.
I was watching him before Vine.
That was to my KSI.
Mm-hmm.
I was
watching. Yeah, Logan blew up from Vine, but yeah, I was watching Logan during the Vine days and KSI like way before.
Yeah, I remember he was small time YouTuber.
Mm-hmm. Bro was making me watch FIFA. I don't know nothing about FIFA.
I watch no goddamn soccer.
I was like, I don't care about soccer, but whatever you do, I'll watch it.
I support with it. That's how you know you a dedicated fan. You like, I don't care what you're doing.
Exactly.
But I'm watching.
Yeah, that's how I be doing with a lot of YouTubers. I just like watching their stuff, regardless of whatever it is that they're doing. I'll watch it.
What I say, speaking of liking things that watch this perfect segue I'm finna make.
Okay. What's up?
Listening.
Yeah.
Like speaking of things of like watching people and supporting everything that they're doing. Why are people supporting so much of like the Brittany? What's her name? Brittany Griner.
Yeah.
Like they support everything you do, and especially in this moment of her being like they're trying to free her. I don't think she gonna get out.
I don't think she's gonna get out, and I also don't think we should do it.
I don't think she deserves to get out.
No, not that. Like I obviously I think her sentence is over dramatic.
9 years is wild.
But she's American, and she's in Russia, and Russia don't fuck with us right now. Anyways,
we aren't they still in war right now?
I don't know. I don't care, honestly.
At this point.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't
pray for care. Ukraine, but they literally stopped advertising after a couple months.
After they stopped making like people really care, because they started promoting other stuff that took over the internet that more people cared about. But yeah, I mean,
not the actual war.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, I mean, like, in order to get her back, right, they have to trade her for somebody else. And like one of the people, yeah, kind of like one of the people that they talked about trading her with is a person that is an arms dealer, right? I'm not trading a WNBA player that I've never heard of until she got arrested for an arms dealer. That's crazy. And people are like, oh yeah, you should totally do it. These are the same people that complain we got a gun problem, but you're gonna let an arms dealer go back to Russia.
Folks said if it was LeBron, they would have been got him. I'm like, I mean, probably, but like,
to be honest, if we're really gonna be honest, I'm pretty sure Putin fucks with LeBron James.
I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure he's just like
it's LeBron.
He's like, oh, you do the dribble, 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 dribble. Yeah, no, he'll probably fuck with LeBron. Like, it's one of those things. But the other thing too is like you have to really think about it. Like, she's been there a lot because apparently, like the WNBA players, because they don't make as much money as like the guys.
Yeah, she goes and plays overseas.
Yeah, over there. And she's been to Russia a few times,
so she knows the rules. It's kind of like
you kind of just got caught. Like, it is what it is. Like, you take your L. Like, unfortunately, you got 9 years, but
it's a big ass L. But jeez,
hey, don't do it.
Yeah, they were trying. I think you had sent me a TikTok where there was a guy saying that there's another person that's over there. There's other people over there in Russia locked up for similar situations, and they're like serving their time, and like you don't see anybody trying to come and find them.
No, but the reason, Brittany Griner is also like a trans person.
Oh, she's trans,
apparently.
How is she playing in WNBA?
No,
going the other side.
Yeah, yeah, because she's taking like just testosterone or something.
So she out here taking illegal drugs.
I don't know if you've ever heard her.
She's a strong woman.
I don't know if you ever heard her talk before, but she sounds pretty manly.
Nah, I figured she was a stud. She gave off like stud vibes, and then the fact that she had a big following of studs around her. Have you seen the video of? You know exactly what I'm talking about. Yes, bro. Yes, bro. If y'all not seen this video, it's this TikTok video of like straight. It's
just straight studs.
Straight studs, which is nothing wrong with just a whole group of that looks like a blunt.
It looks like a cigar.
It does look like a cigar. That whole thick as hell. But I'm off topic. But no, that TikTok of the studs, and they were just sitting there walking, listening to the like the spiritual type music, like they fucking wading in the water like slaves, and I'm sitting there like, yo, And it looks so awkward.
It was so cringy.
It was so bad.
It was so cringy.
Like, more power to him, but I was like, this does nothing for
it. Made me it made me, after watching it, be like, she deserves it.
Y'all are making the situation
You're
worse.
making me want her to stay.
Rush is over there looking like, what the hell they got going on?
And the thing that's funny, somebody put like a little caption over the one that I saw. And it was like, they sent this to Putin. I just imagine him looking at her and be like, yeah, she needs another 9 years.
That bitch, give her 18. Give her 18.
Just for them.
Just for that. She looks at him. She looks at him like, wait. This has nothing to do with me.
That's crazy. I mean, but the other thing too is, like, you think about it. Say one of us got locked up in Russia, right?
Right.
Nobody's gonna talk about us. Nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
But the other thing too, it's a good political thing if they can get her out, right? Like, whoever can get her out can use that as like. I was the one that got Brittany Griner out of Russia, you know.
But
I don't fold to Putin.
But the crazy part is, does that even hold weight?
No, but I mean,
it's like
it holds. Well, I'll say this: it holds weight to like the people that want her out.
Yeah,
but the majority of people don't really care. I'm not gonna lie. I've talked to a lot of people that just don't care.
They're just like,
They're just like, she knew the rules. She broke the rules. You got arrested. It's unfortunate you got 9 years, but you already knew.
So did she bring the weed over there, or was it like, because she had a pen? That's why I said she had like a little pen on her. Mm-hmm. You know not to fly with shit like that. I was like, you might be able to get away with that shit in like the United States. Mm-hmm. But like, you're going overseas. They checking everything. And then the fact that they're in a war. Well, first of all, why are you flying to Russia during this time? I'm like,
you got to make that money.
Are we ignoring the fact that these niggas just invaded somebody?
Yeah, they're the invaders. They're not getting invaded. So yeah, you can go there.
I'm sitting there like, I'm like, I thought about going to Russia at some point, and then
I have never thought. And then I was like, Russia.
just to go, just to be like, all right, cool. I've traveled the world instead of being like, all right,
yeah,
cool.
Okay. I would go just to see how their vodka is.
I would love to drink with a Russian person.
Yeah.
If anybody's from Russia in our comment section, or any of our viewers are Russian,
yeah, like
let us know what the good stuff is. Let us know where we can go.
Them and like people from Scotland.
I would go to Scotland too.
Yeah. I want to drink with the Irish and Scots people.
I have an Irish story for you.
Tell it.
Bro, so did I tell you about the AutoZone story when I had to get my battery? And what the dude was telling me?
Yeah, about him having like orange or something?
No. So, all right. So I was trying to listen up for this. So I need a new car battery. And I was like, because my shit, like, I had just got my car, 2016 Honda Civic. I was like, all right, cool. And got it, and then like next thing you know, a couple months later, realized that when I bought it, they haven't changed the battery yet.
Right.
Typical shit. I was like, all right, cool. Let me go get me a new battery. It hasn't been changed in the next couple years, so go to AutoZone, switch it out, buy another one. This Irish dude, shorter white dude, he got the ginger hair and everything. Starts talking, has the accent. He's like, "Oh, how you doing?" Like, he's like, "Oh, how you doing?" And I'm like, "Oh, what's up, man?" So we kicking it. Turns out this dude, he was like, "Yeah, I'm from." He said, "Yeah, I'm from Ireland." I said, "Oh, okay, how long you been over in the States?" He said, "Yeah, I moved over here when I was like a kid." He was like, I was like a young kid, and I moved to Detroit. So I'm really from Detroit. I'm born and raised in Detroit. I said, "Okay, shit, okay, for sure." And then he was like, "Yeah, so I'm a Crip." I said, "Huh?" He literally is like, you ever just have somebody start telling you their life?
Yeah, it happens all the time.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So he started sitting there and he started telling me his life. He was like, "Yeah, so my mom's a drunk. This happened. He said I was selling weed. I'm actually about to go smoke after work right now. I got some in my pocket right now." I'm like sitting there as you're changing my car battery. I'm sitting there like, yo, should I be nervous? Should I be nervous that my car my shit go fuck up?
You look, see your battery, it's another tire.
I'm like, how did you do this? Sir, please. But no. So he told me he was like, yeah. I'm from Detroit and all that stuff. And he was like, I used to sell weed, and he said I was selling. And he said my mom was like, "What is lump?" He started telling me about big lump sums of money he had in his account. He has a warrant for his arrest in Texas, and he was like, I said, wait, and no, this is my goofy ass sitting here. I love conversation for some reason. I'm sitting there like, so what happened? I said, oh, fuck, why did I ask that question? I said, I'm an accomplice. I said, this nigga's going to be
stupid.
He was like, he said, so what happened? I said, he said, I don't know. He said, something going on down there, but they got it. He said, I won't ever be in Texas anyway, so it doesn't matter. I was like,
they'll never catch me for the body.
They'll never catch me for whatever's going on. I said, yo. And then he was like, yeah, I'm a Crip. And then he told me I was a Crip, and I was like, he's like, I used to get away with a lot of stuff. He was like, it's really because I'm white. And it's like, I'm white, and I get away. And then I saw weed. I walked straight past the he said the cops in Detroit. Shout out to the Irish dude. He was like, the cops in Detroit are ass. He said they let him get away with anything, but if you were black, you weren't getting away with nothing. I said, it sounds about right.
He looks like super non-threatening.
That's what it was. He looked super non-threatening. He was like, I just walked past him, had weed on me and everything. I was selling to the cops. He said, some of them pushed up on me. So it's cops out here pushing up on people and threatening them, which I'm not surprised.
Yeah, man, it'd be like that.
It's crazy.
Some of them do, cocaine, all that stuff. So.
That's wild. Imagine your partner just snorting. Just like...
and you get a call.
Y'all about to go out together. This man just hit a line.
Just speeding through. Yeah.
You just breaking up a fight at a Walmart.
No, you get a call for a shooting. You just did a whole lie.
He's like, all right, so we dealing with 10-12, 10-12, 10, like whatever. He's like, okay. And he's like, let's go.
No, it's your first day on the job. And he's just like, you get a call for a shooting or whatever. And then you're just like, okay, so we're about to go that? Yeah, let's go. He just speaks off.
It'd be even worse if this motherfucker just said, and then passed out in the passenger seat. Just passed out the fucking passenger seat.
And you look at him, he's like, let's go.
As soon as we get there, he's just like, ah. You're like, what the fuck?
I'm quitting immediately. I can't trust him.
I'm calling the cops on him. Sir, they looking at him. I'm just like, he's like, why you got the gun pointed at me? Because I can't trust you.
You call the cops on him. It's like, oh, that's just crazy, Johnny. He does this all the time.
He's like, why are you letting this motherfucker in the force?
He makes results. Every time he hits a line, he makes a headshot.
It'd be funny because that shit worked. You just see this. You just walk over to like
he become hyper focused.
The most dangerous areas, and then y'all just see what's up, and then he just sitting there. Oh, what's good, love? Like, what's good, love? Nunu? What's good, so like, how do you know these people?
Oh, that's my dealer over there.
That's my dude right there. And he's like, he's sitting there. Oh, what's good? And they be like, oh shit, he's crazy ass. Go, what's good, man? What's good, Officer Jones? He was like, y'all staying out of trouble? He's like, yeah. You got my shit? Yeah. All right. You just sit there like shaking. You're like, I don't know what to do right now. You're the rookie.
I feel like that is like, I feel like that's a super like scary or just like unnerving position to be in if you're like a rookie and you get paired up with the crooked cop immediately.
Immediately just get paired up with the most senile motherfucker. He's like, what the fuck is happening?
I think there was one person that they got paired with a racist, right? It was a black dude. He got paired with a racist guy.
Yo, that ain't even fair.
And it was I can't remember the whole story, but he was just like, look, when we're out there, it's not black and white. It's between it's either us or them. And the dude was recording him the whole time. He was just going on this whole racist like rant about black people. Talking to a black dude.
Man, did he even see his skin color? He saw the badge. He was like, you're one of us.
It's like, you're not one of them anymore. You're one of us.
You're one of us. When you take that clothes, you take that badge off, you're a fucking nigger.
As soon as he takes the badge off, who are you?
I'm nervous.
Bro, yeah, no, that's...
Put the weapon down, bro. We have the same weapon.
I'm your partner.
I'm taking my belt off.
He's like, He's like, I don't know you. He puts the badge on. Oh, hey, Jim. How you doing?
He's like, somebody get him, please. Somebody.
I think he got fired, though. Actually, he did get fired.
I was like, if he got recorded, they didn't fire him. That just shows what the system is.
He got put under he got put under investigation. And I can just imagine them trying to investigate, just listening to, just like, look, bro, we could have saved you, but like, you went too far.
You've been solid a good 15 years.
Because I think it was also, I think that was the dude that was bragging about how many black people he killed or shot or something like that. And
motherfucker got a tally. Just goes home. Got him. I had to kill one of us today. Well, I gave him like 10 chances, but
I told him no very softly. He didn't listen. Yeah.
So
that's a shame.
This fucker next to me, fucking Jerome, wanted to shoot his ass because he was being uncompliant or whatever. But like his fucking porch monkeys always do this shit. I'll be like, Jesus.
And you're just the rookie cop, just like,
Those movies always be so interesting to me. Like when you have the rookie cop that just
paired with like the seasonal,
the seasonal dude who just don't care no more. I was like, it's always that one dude on the force that's just like,
hey, I'm over it. Just like I've been here for too long, and I don't care anymore.
I feel like people are starting to become cops and realizing that this is a 9 to 5. They're like, I'm not
sure
a hero.
They always think about that.
They're like, I'm not a hero. I didn't join this to save lives. I joined this to get paid.
Well, yeah, and I know there's some people that like go out there and they're just like, yeah, I'm going out here so I can stop specific kind of people, right? Mm-hmm. And that's cool, like to do that. Stop like the
crazies.
Yeah, like the pedos and stuff.
Yeah.
So that's always a good thing, but. The people they're just like, yeah, I'm pretty much just done. Look, they look at me wrong, I'ma shoot them.
He's looking at me wrong. It's like, or he's like the one who was just like, you doing too much. They
just start letting people go.
It's like,
this is too much paperwork. Just slow down next time.
That would literally be me. I'll be like, it's too much work. They'd be like, I need you on patrol duty. Do I get bonuses? Like,
you have like a whole bunch of weapons in the car, and you're just like. Just slow down next time.
Are these registered?
They're like, no. He's like, no. Is that a body? Yes. There's a lot of paper. Just slow down next time.
And I said, and then he looks at me. He's like, oh, thank God. I said, wait. My body cam is on. You got to go to jail. I'm sorry. He's like, yeah, my body cam's on. I didn't realize it was on. It did it automatically. It was a thing. It saw like, you.
He was just like, wait, but just get out. Just. Please don't make me have to write any more things down that I need to.
It was like, I will get angry. Like this. Let's not make. I'm having a good day. I'm trying to make this easy for the both of us.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm not gonna put them too tight on you. You're gonna be fine for the most part. I hope. Do you doing dumb stuff? So you obviously might have some money on the side. Do you have money on the side?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean?
Yeah, I think that was you. Oh, the streets is calling. It's the officer. He said it's time to come back in.
It's an email. Leave me alone.
It's like, yeah, so what was it? So you are entitled to financial compensation.
Actually, I keep getting people calling to try to make me give them blood.
Sounds about right.
I have like the universal one.
Was it O negative?
O something.
I think it's O negative that makes you universal because I'm O positive.
So that means you can only give it to like.
Yeah, a certain amount.
Yeah,
like A something, B, AB.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird.
I got that godly blood. I give it to all my sons and daughters out in the world.
I hope that they're listening.
They not
call him more.
They're not gonna get it. I'm just letting you know. Unless they pay me. They were gonna give me a $50 gift card to somewhere one time, and I called them and they're like, "Yeah, we're not doing that anymore."
You a $50 gift card to Arby's. Just give you the one place you just do not think about
Arby's?
going.
No, I'm not. It was like, you can keep it.
I'll take it.
Nah, you can keep it. I'm good.
Yeah, I'm straight.
I don't like Arby's.
You don't like the meats?
No. Well, I told you, I still got to try some of their other stuff. Because you said like they're...
Yeah, they have some sandwiches that are pretty good. I don't really get like roast beef stuff, but like I had a kind of like kicking chicken, like spicy sandwich, and I was like, this whole scrumptious.
It's immaculate.
It's immaculate.
Yeah. No, I'll probably try them.
What is it? Sensational.
I'll probably try them sometime. We'll see.
That's funny.
Yeah. So the streets.
The streets.
I'm just kidding. It is Reddit for some reason.
Oh, like you know your monthly subscription
to Reddit. You don't pay for Reddit.
You pay for certain things on Reddit.
You don't pay for anything on Reddit. I think, right?
They open up those folders. They be like, all right, well. Anybody got those what they call them, mega folders? They be like, all right,
yeah,
got all that. I got straight content. Send me $10 right now. Niggas be getting
I would
gypped.
never.
Niggas are getting gypped every time.
They're just like, yeah, I'm not giving you anything. I would never. That's crazy.
I would never.
You might as well go buy from the actual person at that point.
Might as well.
Because at least then you know that you will most likely get it.
More than likely you'll get everything that's coming for you.
Yeah.
Well, shit. What was it? We got the next topic on the board. Mm-hmm. We did the Brittany Griner thing.
Ezra Miller.
Who? The
piece of shit Flash he is. Yeah, I don't care.
Anyways,
Reverse Flash. That's what I call him. I call him Reverse Flash because he's the only.
He doesn't deserve that name either.
Reverse Flash, kinda.
Oh yeah, he was a menace.
He is a menace. But yeah, so they were talking about because and one of the other ones I was talking about like in one of the other podcasts, I was talking about they're still trying to put his movie out. Mm-hmm. They came out with something saying that they have a few options that they're going to try to do. Right.
All right.
The last option that they're going to try to do is not put the movie out at all.
That's the final option. That's worst case scenario.
Right. Mm-hmm. In my opinion, best case scenario.
That is the best case scenario.
But they got one of the things they're gonna do, that they thought about is saying that he's seeking help, right? That he's trying to get help, and he talks like publicly about like, "Hey, I'm trying to get help" and things like that. Mm-hmm. And they're gonna put the movie out, which is stupid. Because I don't know why anybody would believe that he's trying to get help, but
it's a slap on the wrist. It's good. It's good PR to be like, oh,
it's not even good PR. It's just
to get by, get by type of PR.
The other one is have him. I'm trying to remember. Have him like.
It was multiple versions, wasn't it? That was the second one? Because I remember the video you had sent me. Shout out Tyrone Magnus, by the way.
Yes, Tyrone Magnus. He was talking about it. This is where I get all my DC stuff and news from.
Oh yeah, shout out to him because I showed why. Because he said the second one was.
It was like they're not going to promote it whatsoever, and they're just gonna like release it. They're not gonna have any affiliation with him or anything like that, other than like obviously paying him. But it would just be like releasing it without showing any ads or any of that stuff for it. So it would just be kind of just low key dropped.
Yeah, I don't think he need to get paid, honestly.
I mean, they kind of have to, which is the messed up part.
It's under contract.
Yeah, that's the only messed up part about it. And then but they don't have to pay him, I don't think, if they cancel it. Because, I mean, they already canceled Batgirl, which nobody cared about.
I guess it's one of those. I hope that whoever worked on the movie gets, like, some type of, like, compensation because of his fuck up.
I mean, because, like, he's the lead of that movie. They can't, like, swap him out or anything, which I feel like since the season, it's a ghost.
The door just randomly opened.
The Flash CW show is on its last season, and I feel like Grant Gustin could at the end
make that transition,
go into a whole other Earth, right, and be a part of the DCEU.
They did
the crossover.
They did do a crossover in the show, wasn't it?
Right. Yeah, they did it because they met each other. And they can do that again. I mean, unfortunately, the people over at DC probably aren't smart enough to do that.
They should do like one of them like when Tobey Maguire came through the portal on some shit like it was him, and then like same thing with Andrew, like they just popped up on stuff. They could do the same thing
because I mean he goes to other Earths and stuff like that, so they can do something like that. He can be a part of that world, and it would work out. More people like him as the Flash, anyways.
All of them low key deserve a full movie. That show, even though they be like, oh, it fell off, it's still better than the movies that's been coming out. Like,
Absolutely, yeah.
It's still a higher quality regardless. Because the thing is, you can put all of them into these TV specials. You should give them the opportunity to have a bigger role instead of just a TV show. Which
I mean, the biggest like obviously they have certain PC things that they talk about in there, which is a little bit annoying, but the majority of the stuff that people talk about is the CGI and like what they do, which it's a TV show. So, I mean, you can't necessarily complain that much about it.
It's on CW. It's not like it's on Disney. Like
yeah, it's not like they're getting paid by Disney, and Disney puts way more into their stuff too. But technically Warner Brothers could, but they lose a lot of money because they don't really, you know. But you know, they're canceling stuff and things like that because they canceled Batgirl, which I don't care, and then I think they said they're canceling Supergirl, which I still don't care. Yeah. And something else. I mean, the only thing they have is like Aquaman, which Amber Heard's still in that, so that might not go too well.
Oh, man.
But you know. But yeah, no, I mean, you know, if they, I just don't know how you can let a person like Ezra Miller continue to like have this movie come out. Because was he technically like doing that crazy shit like beforehand, or did that happen like right? Him grooming the girl happened way before.
He became Flash the first time. Oh,
so he was grooming the girl, and after the Justice League movie, I think during when they were doing the Flash movie, is when he harassed those people, and then apparently he had like kidnapped some more kids, and there was like a bullet shell. There's a bullet shell in like a kid's mouth or something like that. It was like a whole bunch of different things.
This man's giving R. Kelly vibes.
Yeah, I mean he likes the kids. Which, speaking of that, right? Like you have somebody who is actually out here being a pedo, but then you have people that are trying to make somebody into a pedo that's not a pedo, and that's Akira Toriyama. Right.
Talk about it. What's going on with him?
So, you know, Akira Toriyama is the creator of Dragon Ball Z.
Yep. Shout out to him.
Right. Shout out to him. In I think it was 1987.
You said 18. I was like,
my bad.
He's old.
Yeah, no, 1987. Right. He was in an interview. Right. So keep in mind, this is Japan. So like they have like weird cultures over there. Their age of consent is like 13.
Oh, I thought it was 14. It's like low as hell.
It's 13.
Oh, it's 13 now.
Yeah, in some places now they fixed it. In some places now it's 16.
It's like sometimes it's a little bit better now.
Well, our lowest age of consent in America is 16.
Yeah.
So I mean they're okay, I guess.
Still go to jail for that.
Absolutely, but you know, whatever. Anyway, so he had an interview and they were talking about like what kind of old man would he want to be, right? And so he said that he wants to be a type of old man that pretends to be senile so he can look at his daughter in the bath. Weird. Super weird. Right?
Super weird.
Now, it's in the 80s. And it's Japan. It's a whole different culture than what we live in today. Like
he might look at his
he doesn't have a daughter. He has a son. But which is the reason that I think it's funny, because people are like, see, he says he's going to do this to his daughter. He doesn't have a daughter.
I mean, he probably got family members that are females, and he would have been did something at that point.
Probably, but I mean, it's more so related to the character of Master Roshi, which is something that he, you know, because Master Roshi was into like super young girls, because he did the whole thing with like Bulma. I mean, Bulma and stuff like that. And
then who was the other one? Launch.
So you know, like, you know, Master Roshi, he cool, but he
creep man.
And it's just a joke. It's something around that. But there are people that are trying to make it something more than what it is, and those people are really retarded. Like there is a dude that he's okay, but that I follow on TikTok, and you know, he made a few responses. His analogies were the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life.
So basically, just taking it to like, it went from having a sound like discussion about it and have a debate like, okay, this is weird, we can understand that, but the time and stuff like that, to being like ew, nasty. Why would he even say that? Cancel Akira Toriyama. He's a horrible person. I'm like, I don't
I mean,
think
people already label him as a racist, so
that's just the times. You can't even be mad at the shit. Well, I think you try to slap people on the wrist when you should have did it a long time ago. If you felt so strongly about it during that time, you let things be okay. But it's also we're in a different day and age where certain shit like we still love Bugs Bunny, but Bugs Bunny had some racist shit back in the day.
I mean, they don't do it anymore.
Yeah,
is the thing. Because my thing is this, right? Like, you can look at all of these people that they've drawn, you know, that look like they could be racist. Everybody talks about Mr. Popo. Mr. Popo is not black, so I don't include Mr. Popo. But you look at some of the people that look at the type of art that was in America. If that was something that they think is, because most of the time they use that for comedic stuff, though it was racist, but it was comedic. And
they're coming from a person over there, they wouldn't know.
Well, they might know, but the same thing is like Akira Toriyama, he makes like Dragon Ball and all that stuff was supposed to be comedic. So you take something that's over here as something that's comedic and then you put it in your art over there. It happens a lot. There are a lot of different artists in Japan that use that same style, and it's not racist. Like, it doesn't have to be racist unless you can. If you take it personally that they're trying to make fun of black people, like, that's on you. But at the same time, it doesn't matter. You can't cancel them for that. They live in a whole nother place. They don't care about you.
It's a whole nother culture. They don't even know half. Like, it's like when you go over to, when you have these black people I see on TikTok, they'll go travel over to like Asian countries, and all they do is stare at them. Yeah, and it's like one of them things where it's like if you've been around, all you see is the same individual, and you see everybody around you is Asian, straight hair, eye. Everybody got the same look, whatever. And everybody, you're like, all right, cool. I'm used to seeing all these people, and then all of a sudden you see this dark motherfucker walk through here. Who the fuck is this? Like, yo, he's different. Where are you from? I'm from America. No, you gotta be from Africa. Like, that's where they all live. You're not educated enough to know the difference,
right? Yeah.
And so, like, yeah, when it comes to art and stuff like that, like, you know, America knew they were being on some. They knew they did not like black people, so they did depict them for a reason.
Yeah,
but,
I mean, like,
all the cultures,
like that is a. It's not even like I don't consider anything cancelable, like for you to be able to cancel anything. But I understand you being mad at somebody in America doing that. Yeah. But somebody in another whole country, like,
they might not know. They don't know the whole history. They don't even know all the shit all the time.
And they don't have to care. Yeah. Is the thing.
You can walk over and be like, Kirion, do you know who Martin Luther King is? And he's like, nah. What the fuck?
Right, like you can't even be offended by that. Like, it doesn't matter.
He be like, do you know who this is? No. He be like, he might look at you like, what the fuck? How do you not know who fucking whoever this is?
Like, so, you know, like it's one of those, like, you have to be willing to understand the culture of the people of like another place, but you're not obligated to do that. I'm in America. I only have to care about what happens in America. I don't have to care about what happens in other places, and that's what people that have this whole cancel culture like thing need to understand, like,
especially back then stuff.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's it's like the same thing that they tried to do to Kevin Hart. You know, when he had the thing that he said like 10 years ago. Yeah. Well, it's more than 10 years ago now, but at the time it was like 10 years ago about like his son being gay or whatever. He doesn't want that to happen.
Oh, stop! That's gay.
Right. Like, you can't. It's so stupid to try to cancel somebody for something that they did like years ago. And like the thing with him was like 30, 40 years ago. You don't know if that person has changed their perspective on what they said with time.
Because you clearly don't see them in the animation now. You don't see those type of like.
Well, not even just that, but even what he said about, you know, the joke that he had made. Like, people might say something back then that they think is hilarious, but, you know, as time goes on, as society changes, you form a different opinion. You're like, I probably shouldn't have said that. You know, you're like, but you have these people that dig up something from like years ago, like, oh yeah, this is who you are. The same person that you were years ago is the person that you are today. That's stupid. I'm not even all the way the same person I was yesterday.
Facts, nigga. Like, I woke up different. Right. I woke up and decided to just hate other things. Right. Like, I don't like. I'm fine with this now.
Yeah, like you change over time, but a lot of these people with the cancel culture type of thing, like they assume that you are unable to change whatsoever, and it's crazy to me.
And what does assumptions do? Makes you an ass.
Exactly.
Makes you an ass. If you always, because the thing is, you never give people room for improvement. It's the difference if you know a person is educated and you know a person knows better, and you like, all right, like you've been here too long to not know what's going on versus like stuff that had like with the Kevin Hart thing that happened in the past. It's like, yo, think about the times. What were you doing during that time? You weren't, because a lot of these people who are PC now weren't PC then.
Absolutely. Like a lot of these people didn't care about like gay issues and stuff like that.
No, nobody.
You care about what is trendy now because it's trendy. If it wasn't trendy, then nobody would care about it.
You were using all the terms that people say, oh, we can't say no more. You were using all them terms.
I still use them. Okay.
So, bro, I heard I was watching Joe Rogan the other day. This motherfucker do not care. I've never sat there and watched like Joe Rogan speak all the time, but it was my first time because he was on Andrew Schultz podcast and he had got him high, and I was like, this nigga's funny, and then I was like, this motherfucker is funny, and he was like, what did he say? He was like something. He said something was retarded, and I was like, "Oh, we can't say that word anymore." And I was like,
"Bro, I still say
he say that shit.
I said it today on the podcast."
He said that shit. He said that shit's retarded, and I was like, "Oh, I see this motherfucker just don't care." And I was like, "I'll fuck with it."
People tried to say that he was racist, right? Because he
said the N word.
Yeah, well, he said it a lot, but they don't care about because like. Certain stuff with that too, you need context, right? I always say you need context for things and stuff like that. He's reading something off that somebody else has said, and if he's reading it off and it says it in there, he says it. That's not really a problem.
Oh yeah, no, it's just like reading, like when you read it in school and then you see a cuss word or some shit pop up or like a racist term. You reading some old book and the person got to say the N word.
So, you know, it's one of those things. And it's not racist for him to just read something off.
Yeah, you know people take everything out of context.
Well, people love to be offended too.
But that's PC culture. That's the culture now, is to be offended. It was what was it? I didn't know how to feel about this one video. It was like this guy, I think he was Native American, and he evidently did piss this white lady off. And she was what time is it, by the way?
It is 3:03.
3:03. Okay, cool. 3:12. We'll probably hit an hour. It's spam.
They call him from a blood.
They call him from a blood. But no, so she got pulled over. Well, no, she basically got out of her car to complain to him about like how he shouldn't, like how he was being on the streets. So she was like, no, so and so, so and so, and then he was like, he made into the thing of like, this is. Ma'am, like, get out of my face. Ma'am, get out of my face. Like, man, like leave me alone. And she was like, no, like, you're being very disrespectful and so and so and so and all this stuff. And, like, and then it turned into this situation of race. It was like, it turned into a race situation. So I'm like, she was trying to tell him about himself and about what he did on the street. And then he ended up getting switched over to being like, he heard her say something about people. You got like, you people or something like that. And then he was kind of like, excuse me. He was like, oh, like a switch went off in his head, and he was like, then he went over to go validate whoever the person was videoing in the car. He went up to the car and was like, do you hear this bitch? He was like, do you hear this bitch right now going off? And then he was like, ma'am, no. And then we switched it over talking about the race. She instantly like was like upset. Like she went from being calm because she was getting on his case, but the minute that he got a little upset with her, she changed over to like he was attacking her.
Well, I mean, it can feel like that too, because like people try to use like racism now as a weapon. So
I was like, it was like smack on the wrist on both ends. But I was like, I see why I see why he was upset because the lady clearly was being annoying and doing stuff. But then it was like I see her end when he was like he was taking it to the race thing, and I was like.
People need to understand too, like just because somebody says you people or people like you or whatever doesn't always mean that they're talking about your race. It can like I use that, and typically I'm talking about like dumbass people.
Yeah,
like people that think like you are the people that I have a problem with. So I say people like you. Like people need to understand like it doesn't just have to be your race. It's people like you. Like, people just need to understand that so they don't have. But again, it is like if you're recording somebody and you're losing an argument, pull a race card. See how fast they fold.
Oh, she folded quick as shit, boy. Cause like no, but the thing is, she was getting more frustrated. She was like, "You cannot do that. you cannot do it." And so it was like it's funny because her whole argument started. I was like, I mean, you gotta hold it down. You can't let somebody throw it at you, and then you can't. You can't
nobody wants to be labeled a racist on the internet.
But then he was looking like a jackass too, because all he was doing was script getting mad. Like, you gotta get out my face, get out my fucking face. And I was like, this is a mess. Y'all holding up traffic for why? Like, get the hell in the car.
Road rage or something.
I was like, get the hell in the car and leave. It ain't that deep.
Yeah, but I mean, some people like to prove a point and some people like to argue. Mm-hmm. So it's one of those things.
It's a thin line between proving a point and arguing now. Supposed to take even your proving point. They be like, I'm just trying to prove a point. They're like, nah, you're arguing with me. I don't appreciate it.
But that's because, today, facts are what hurts people. If you're speaking facts and it's against what they believe, then you're automatically the opposition.
So, basically, in the Brittany Griner situation,
what about it?
She should have lied.
Lied about
holding what she did. She should have lied about everything.
She should have said it was a vape pen.
Should have said it was a vape pen because the truth is hurting her.
I mean, it'd be like that.
And people don't want to accept the fact that like you did some dumb stuff. And
true. I'm also like the other thing too is, I mean, it's gonna sound mean. But she's really not that important to bring back here.
I mean, that is
comparative. Like if you compare it to any person that they're gonna try to trade, like if they can trade somebody, it just doesn't matter. Just a normal Russian person and trade her for them, like cool. But with the high profile people that Russia's asking for, she's not that important to trade.
Because Russia's not gonna give her up for just anybody. They're like, I don't want Vladimir. Like,
they're just like, I need the arms dealer. We need more guns.
They like, nah, we gonna get some juicy for this one.
Nah,
jokes on them. She ain't LeBron.
She ain't LeBron. She gotta stay.
Going back to that little segment right there, I think that's so interesting. The fact that they that the WNBA has gotten probably, in my opinion, I don't know if this is true or not, but it seems like it's getting so much more publicity off of this negative situation.
Well, they kind of like started talking more about it even before that because the WNBA sucks. So they and they don't get paid, as much as like guys because they suck. So more people have been like, you guys should get paid more because you guys work just as hard and do just as much.
Did you see the TikTok with the WNBA player that was like basically on the opposition saying that like y'all need to calm down about trying to get equality because this what we have is a privilege versus like
they might not get paid as much as like NBA players, but they still get paid.
Like you still making more than like most. Mm-hmm. You're still getting paid. People just want millions.
Yeah. That's because people want equality which makes no sense. Like equality is fine, but you cannot have full equality because it doesn't make sense economically.
You're not, and then skill wise,
because nobody like the reason that they do so poor, right, is as far as money that they get, they're just not watchable. You have people that will watch them, right? Can you name me one that's not Brittany Griner?
Candace Parker.
2.
That's all I got for you.
Exactly. And I don't even watch basketball, and I can name you 5 NBA players.
I can name so many.
I can name more than 5, but I don't watch basketball.
I don't either.
And I can tell you what team they're on. Some of them,
which is crazy. This is crazy. You can sit there like I can do the same shit.
Yeah, I can tell you what team they're on. I can tell you who they are, but I cannot tell you anything about any WNBA player.
And then
because there's too. It's not even really lack of promotion. They promote as much as they get. If you don't make a lot of money, you don't get a lot of publicity.
It's like, nah, you're broke.
We have We have a WNBA team. I don't know them.
We have a team from Memphis.
I think so. Like almost every place has one.
Wait.
Look it up. I'm pretty sure.
That's crazy. No, I'm gonna have to look that up later. That's crazy.
I'm pretty sure we'll have the answer in the next episode. But I'm pretty sure we have one because there are a lot of places that have them.
You know the only team I know? The Sparks. That's the only team I know, and I think that's in LA.
And that's WNBA?
Yes.
I've never heard of them.
It's the only team. And the only reason I know that is because when I was a mentor for this for Scholars Academy, that's MTSU. It's a little mentor group where they bring in the freshman students and like for 2 weeks put them in like school for like getting acclimated to school. And so when they were doing that, they had these two. They had every mentor had a team, and so the theme was like basketball player. So we had the WNBA and they had the NBA. So we ended up going with the WNBA on there, and then I was looking at these team names. I was like, yo. Who are these people? I said, what is this?
Yeah, it'd be like that.
And one of them was the Sparks, and I was like, this one seems familiar. That's the only one I can recognize.
And it's like that, bro. Like, it's just like Bill Burr, my favorite comedian, right? He said it best. Like, they're just not as good. Like, I can't. If they started dunking on people, you get a girl that starts dunking on another girl, you might start watching it.
Somebody said lower the goal. I'm like, lower the goal.
Yeah, because their goal is, I think, almost the same height as and like that's fine, but you should lower it so that they can actually do more stuff. And I know that they talk about not doing it because they want to do the same things that men can do and all that stuff.
It don't work like that.
It doesn't like height. Like a lot of these guys can dunk because they're so tall. You know, and if you and some of the WNBA players are pretty tall. Just put it as far as their height can be, so that they can do a whole bunch of stuff.
You gotta have them out there. Like you gotta get people prepared to see like the All-Star game. I'm trying to see a dunk contest with the WNBA. I'm trying to see like a 3-point shootout. I'm trying to see.
Now I've seen a lot of videos and they're not good, but I believe that it's just to use a point that they're just.
I feel like they're better. I feel like WNBA players are better than the average bear. Like
absolutely, they can beat me.
Yeah, like
maybe.
they'll kill my ass for sure.
But I mean,
it's like you'll put them on the court. They're professional athletes for a reason. So we're not taking that away from them.
Absolutely,
but it's one of those things where it's like, look at the women's soccer team. These motherfuckers are unstoppable. Like the U.S. women's soccer team, they are top tier. They are top tier. Nobody gives a fuck about the men's soccer team.
True. But have you seen the video of the 60-year-old man that went up against the soccer team and beat them?
No, they did. They said a high school team went against them or something like that and beat the women's soccer team, which is like, that's one of those things where it's like, yo.
It's a high school boys team that went up against a female.
And they were like the national team. And like, if you're putting these kids up against Olympic winners and these are women, there's a clear like,
it can't be equal.
It can't be.
It can't be equal. And it's just ways to show just how much men and women are different when it comes to sports.
Because even like I said, I was talking to my coworkers, and they were like, even Serena Williams had said at one point, she was like, yeah, if you put me up against any like the guys, any of the male competitors, no, it's not happening. And Serena Williams is fucking fantastic.
She's like the best in the world. And she's just like, like it's a completely different game. They're faster, they hit harder. I'll pretty much lose every single match that I'm in. And she's like, I love playing against women. I would not want to play against a man.
Yeah, it's like they have the division for a reason. There's only certain things you can get away with certain stuff. Like, okay, cool. Hell, esports. That's like anything that doesn't involve too much physical or reaction time. Then like you're good to go to make that equally. Unless you're just like a casual player, you're a casual like basketball player, soccer player, football player. And you go against this one girl who's like the fucking star.
Yeah, I mean like in all sports that are not physical, you can argue for some sort of equality, right? Like gaming, some people get paid for that, and tournaments and stuff like that. Like I feel like you can equalize that, but anything physical related, you just can't do it. It makes no sense.
Nah, it doesn't. It doesn't, and it sucks though. It sucks, but at the same time, it's kind of like just accept it for what it is.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, it doesn't suck.
I'm talking about it sucks for the people that be like, I want this, and I'm like,
well, it sucks. Like what I was saying is like it doesn't suck. It sucks for the people that feel as though they are better, because a lot of these people, when you think about it, right, it's not necessarily saying I'm equal to a man. I can do just as good as you can, which means I am better than you. Yeah, and like you're probably not. Now, a better person than me, maybe. But better at the same sport that I'm a professional in? No.
It's like, yeah, you're better than the average. Like I said, you're better than the average, baby.
Yeah, you're better than the average. And that should be good enough for you.
Yeah, if I put you in the room, like, yeah, if I grab Brittany Griner and was like, cool, go play these high schoolers, she might kill them all.
She might
kill us. She might, depending on this the national team that's winning. Then maybe it might be a little difficult.
Well, I mean, she also be taking like steroids, so she a little mannish.
She a little mannish. She might smack the shit out of these little niggas.
she might, but you take any normal, person and put them up against like a WNBA player. They'll, depending on like if that person plays basketball or not, like street ball and stuff like that. Yeah. They might beat them or they might lose. For sure. It's a 50-50 shot. But if you take any of the WNBA players against any of the NBA players, they're not winning. It doesn't matter. They're not going to compete.
At this point, hey, free Brittany.
At this point.
Reduce the sentence, switch her out for Ezra Miller.
Give her a year. Yes. Actually, if we can arrest Ezra Miller, 100% trade him. Trade them off.
Russia would love him.
They're both trans, so they can't say anything about it.
They can't say nothing.
So trade Ezra for Brittany.
Train for a train.
Hey,
look.
Keep the train going.
Keep the train going. Look, he deserves the 9 years.
He honestly deserves more than that. He deserves more than that. And I 100% would be down. I'd be one of those people in those videos.
Bro. We finna make a video right after this and be like,
Please trade Ezra Miller for Brittany Griner.
That sounds like a good point to end on right there.
It is.
Hey, well, this has been another installment of Down with the Get Down podcast. Hey, we appreciate y'all. Follow us all on social medias. Everything will be in the description below on our YouTube. Check us out. We are on all major platforms. I don't think I've officially said this on the podcast, have
I? No, because we got official on a few of them recently.
Yeah.
So
shit, yeah. Big news. I'm going to make sure we spread that too. We're on fucking Apple Music, Spotify, all Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Radio Public, YouTube, of course. You'll see the video. You're seeing the video version now if you're watching. But everything is all the links are gonna be in the description on our YouTube. And then if you already subscribe to us on everything else, then hey, rate us 5 stars on Apple Music. It help us move up the algorithm. Right. So on the Apple Podcast, so it can bring out new listeners. If you guys love us, you want other people to just be able to reach out and see us, then go ahead, rate 5 stars, share with your best friends, share with your family. Same thing on any other platform you're doing. Just let the city know, let the streets know we out here. And shoot, go ahead, end us off, my boy.
Hey, look, if you down with the Get Down, go ahead and subscribe.
Let's go.